Hello, and this is Tanisha, Girl Meets Glass. And as you see, we have snacks here, we have a bag, and I have another person. So it's probably an episode of What's in the Bag, right? Yes. I'm here today with Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia.
Hello, Tanisha.
So here's the funny thing about Cynthia. I have known Cynthia approximately 25 minutes, right?
Sounds about right.
And so in the first 15 minutes, I was like, Cynthia is super dope. So we got along well. I'm like, well, you got to come and drink wine with me on What's in the Bag.
I'm very excited.
So she's here. Cynthia, you moved to Paris not that long ago.
No, I came, I believe, 2 weeks before Le Confinement. 2 weeks.
So your experience in Paris has been like 1 kilometer around your apartment.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Now, how were you feeling about the city when you found out you would be moving here?
I was very excited. Previously, I was in a smaller city in Central Africa. And while I enjoyed my time there, I was eagerly seeking big metropolitan city, lots of things to do, credit card access.
Okay. She just threw that in there, credit card access, which is clutch. All right. I wouldn't even know what to do without it. I'd be like, so I mean, what? Cash? I don't. Cash? What? How does that even work? How do you count these things? Just kidding. I know how to count. Then once you got here, confinement, how did you feel? Like, how did you kind of manage? Because did you know people here? Girl, tell us what happened.
So I didn't know anyone. I knew like my neighbor, and she was a lovely lady. She is a lovely lady. She has not died.
Like, what happened?
She's still here. It was a lot of just me time. I did a lot of talking with my family, a lot of Zoom, a lot of Zoom.
Zoom fatigue is a real thing. I'm over it.
It is.
Still doing it, but I'm over it.
And then there was a time zone difference. So I couldn't even do it at a reasonable hour for the most part. But I did a lot of exercising. I live not too far from the Bois de Boulogne. So I definitely learned that park inside and out.
Okay. Now, I missed this part. You came here for work, yes?
Yes, I came here for work.
Because, a lot of people, see, she has a real job. And I say real job because a lot of people that you'll see on YouTube or that do interviews I talk to are creatives. And we came here to follow our dream and to be an artist. And we're going to sing and we're going to dance. Or I'm going to drink wine and talk to you all about it. But Cynthia has goals and a mission and is grounded. She came over here with a job, but studied civil engineering.
Yes,
if I'm correct.
I did civil engineering back in the States. It was a intense period of my life. I'm glad I did it. It kind of did open some doors for me in a way that I don't think I may have gotten there eventually. It was a little faster to get into working America and all that.
And it pays money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I remember, I studied in the engineering school and university because I'm a computer science major.
Okay.
And people who come out of engineering definitely, there were checks available after
that was
university.
a big selling point.
Yes. We're out of confinement now. COVID is not over, but we are out of confinement. You can come out. We can go into restaurants, bars, nightclubs are opening back up if that's your thing. How are you feeling about Paris now and meeting people and hanging out and doing things versus when you got here and
it is
sat in your apartment?
It is night and day. I've met some wonderful, wonderful ladies that I've spent a lot of time with, and they take me places in a way that I was not doing before because I don't know. Well, one, things were closed. But even when things open, there's something to exploring the city with other people versus going by yourself. Yes, I can go to a museum, blah, blah, blah. But to go to, lovely bistros, to go find a random restaurant that you weren't looking for, but just popped up as you're walking, it has completely changed my time. The city is still like a lovely city, but now I'm experiencing it in a way that I wanted to when I first got here, what I dreamed about, when I knew it was coming. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So you're able to fall in love with it, and you get to see all of those things that people talk about in the movies and on TV.
Yes, and Emily in Paris.
Yes, when they hold hands and just swing around in a circle in the street, you have that moment.
I actually did have that moment. It was close to that moment.
Did you do that for real?
No, it was close. Stopping by a random ice cream shop, and people just started playing music. It was like they were playing, I believe it was church music.
That is really something that will happen here.
Listen, when that happened, I said, no, this is it.
You just come out of the metro station, someone will be singing, come out of the, like, oh, it's a tap dance. Oh, so Michael Jackson. Okay,
Yes.
well, there's
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Full beat it routine right there on the sidewalk in front of the metro. And then they come out with the hat and like, can you give me some money?
These and what was great about this random group was that wasn't it. It almost looked like they were rehearsing. So they were just rehearsing outdoors, and it was just lovely to hear. And I had my ice cream.
They just wanted to give to the people. Like, we just want to share.
I think
our
that's
sound.
it.
Now, do you have a favorite? Well, in your 20 minutes, well, I've known her for 20 minutes. So in her 5 minutes of being outside, do you have a favorite building or monument in Paris?
That's an interesting question. I don't. Everything is amazing.
Okay.
So as a
I'll
engineer,
take it.
I would work closely with architects, and architects are very artsy. But I appreciate it. So I walk around, I look at the very old buildings, and Paris isn't just old buildings. You've got old intertwined with new, and modern. There is not one that I said, this is my building. I love them all.
Okay. I'll ask her this question again in a few months. Give her some time under her belt, some time out in the open under her belt, and then she might change that a little bit. All right. Are you ready to see what's in the bag?
I am.
What we've all been waiting for.
All right, so let me just get my mic close to you.
Am I whispering?
Oh yeah, how long before you serve the other one?
Hold on.
So I can have that. Right.
Which is interesting because I actually don't whisper in real life, so this is bizarre.
No, it's a very sensual voice.
Yes.
It works.
Is it better?
It's a very
Hello,
sensual
testing.
voice. Oh yeah, I was about to pour it and you were gonna be in the frame. Okay. Sorry. Make that part silent.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you got it. We'll get it for you. It's easier for me to move. You're like, help.
Thank you.
Cut that. All right, so as you can see, we have before us a red wine. What does it smell like, Cynthia?
Let's see. So before I give the answer, I'm going to say this. I'm not a wine person. Not that I don't drink wine. I just don't know. But what I smell is berries.
So I love that she said that, so I can go into my, not rant, but just my little spiel on this. The reason I like to do blind tasting or have the wine in the bag and like to give that to people this way is because when you have it, when you don't know what it is, then you don't have any preconceived notions about it. You're not like, oh, I don't really like Merlot, or oh, I don't drink Chardonnay. You just take it for what it is, a wine in a bag. Also, since it's me, Girl Meets Glass, you know I'm not about to set you up with some shenanigans or some nonsense in this bag. So you know it's gonna be decent. And I also feel like it kind of hones your other senses. It's in the bag. You can't see it. I mean, you can see you don't know what it actually is. You can see like, all right, this one is red. Mm-hmm. One day I'm going to do it blind. Like it's going to be black glasses. So like, y'all won't know nothing. But you can see it. You know it's red. But, if you close your eyes, you smell it, you taste it. And then you just get a different sense of it. Like you're actually concentrating on what it is. When we're out, we're at a bar, we're drinking, we're not really paying attention to, I get hints of raspberry and wet oak. And does it smell like tropical fruit? No, you're not doing that. You're like, girl, what did he say to you? Girl, he didn't show up for the date? Like you're talking. So you don't have time to be trying to figure out if you get hints of green pepper and coffee.
That is correct.
But on what's in the bag, you have time to do all of that. All right, so let's see. Now, since I said it, we're going to get wet oak and coffee.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like I think I get hints of. Is this the Dunkin' Donuts
I
variety?
believe so.
Hints of French vanilla, I believe.
Honestly, it smells like grapes. That's so simple, and I have no shame.
And it comes from grapes. So if you actually do just smell grapes, that's not a problem because
good.
I mean it's grapes. It's okay.
Okay.
Now, of course, you want to go a little further than that. Think about it from 4 categories: fruit, spice, herbs and vegetables, flowers. So what out of those categories do you smell? That might make it a little easier for you.
Spice.
Uh-huh.
Spice. I don't smell anything else. I don't think I smelled flowers. No berries. Well, except the berry. The grape.
berry.
But no, that's
Okay.
it. Taste away and see.
Since you're out and about kicking it in the streets now, this or that, the Louvre or Musée d'Orsay?
Musée d'Orsay.
Oh, and that was a very quick
That was very
response.
quick. And that's funny because I haven't been there yet. I
I
did go,
just already know I'm finna like it. Okay.
well, I went to the Louvre and it was lovely, but I think it was just too big.
It is
It
overwhelming.
is too big. And you get lost and you're still seeing things and you're getting lost again and you don't know how to get out.
You don't know how to get out.
It took a long
You
time.
don't know how to get out. Eiffel Tower or Arc de Triomphe?
Arc de Triomphe. I'm an engineer. It's a solid structure. It's concrete. It's artistic. I love it. It's huge too. Oh my gosh.
It is massive.
It's ginormous.
And then if you're at the top and then seeing the street, that's kind of dope. Okay, I was giving her time before we tasted it.
Okay.
Working on the smell part. All right, let's taste it. I mean, I cheated. I tasted it already.
Okay. Yep. Still smell the spice. I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna say I tasted the spice, but there was a kick that was like engaged my taste buds.
And then if you taste the spice, you get it more like at the finish. You get it like on the back of the throat right before you swallow. You get a little.
Yeah,
You feel that?
There's definitely spice. It's
Yeah.
good though. I don't think I've had anything that's like this. I like it.
You talked about how you have been on Zoom a lot during confinement. Now that we're out of that, do you prefer people to call you or text you?
Please text me. And I'll tell you why. There's a very specific reason why. Phone calls require like your immediate attention. Yes, I can go and put the headsets on and walk around, but there's a level of focus that I have to give to a phone call. A text, I can read it and respond like in a week, and it's fine.
She said in a week. Well, I'm glad she responded to the text.
Yeah.
To be here to help record this. Okay? Because that would have been devastating. All right. Do you like the wine?
I do.
This is good?
I do. Not a wine snob, but I like what I taste. It's very good. Not saying that you are one.
No, girl, you're fine. When you drink, do you usually drink reds? Do you have a preference? White, rosé, red,
I
sparkling?
find myself doing rosés, but I think there's a level of springness to me.
Okay.
Because we're coming towards the end of summer, but for me, rosé is like a summery type of drink. I'd love to continue, but no, this is very good. It's very good.
Only the best stuff in the bag.
Thank you.
Printemps or Galerie Lafayette?
Galerie Lafayette. It's got some gorgeous interior.
Yeah.
Gorgeous interior. Gorgeous.
Yeah, that one's tough because I love the ceiling or the roof, the inside of Galerie Lafayette. But then Printemps has that outdoor rooftop bar situation.
They do.
But here's the thing that's funny for me. I actually don't shop in either one of them.
Oh. You just like to go inside and gaze.
And take pictures and video and all of that. Yeah.
That makes sense, though. That makes absolute sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at the windows outside during the holiday times. I go see those. It reminds me of, because I'm from Chicago. It reminds me of how they used to do the Marshall Fields windows when I was growing up. So Marshall Fields used to be a department store, but then Macy's bought it out. It's a whole situation. We're not happy about it at all, but don't get me started on that. But they would do this whole story in the windows, and it would carry on from one to the other, and then we would go down there as a family, and we would see the windows, and that would be like our little Christmas thing. And so seeing Galerie Lafayette in their windows like that in Christmas just makes me feel warm.
It is beautiful.
It makes me think of my family who is not here because I'm in France. All right. Well, you ready to see what this is in this bag?
I am.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Because since she said she wasn't that into wine, I wasn't even going to try to put her on the spot. Like, girl, what grape? Do you taste hints of what?
A grape.
Yeah.
I feel like this is throwing it out there. It's a red from, and this is going to sound just bone. Is
Okay.
it from there? Boujol? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
It's all right. You've named places. You've named places. You've named places that exist. So this is Chateau L'Hospitalet from La Clappe. And La Clappe is in Languedoc-Roussillon, so in the south.
Okay.
So the grapes you're going to get here, Syrah, Mourvèdre, and Grenache.
Okay.
And it's from Gerard Bertrand. So those of you watching in the States, Gerard Bertrand is like all over the States. So you can find this particular wine there, if you're so inclined.
Wonderful.
Well, Cynthia is a new fan of this particular one. Oh, and those of you expats watching, or hey, French watching this in English, this is available at Leclerc. They do this promotion every year with Foie Avant, and then the wine is part of that. So it's actually like €10.
That's just perfect.
Yeah, because we all have €10 for happiness, of course. €10. Well, Cynthia, thanks for talking to me today. I
you for
appreciate it.
having me.
We had fun with this or that, and then also tasting this wine. And you all, thank you all so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Are you all going to be in the town soon? Maybe you want to be on What's in the Bag. Or maybe you want to surprise me with the wine. How about that? Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. You know the drill. See you next time. Thanks for watching. And we're done.
This is really